सम्मको खेललाई कसरी मूल्याङ्कन गर्नुहुन्छ तपाईँ?
फर्स्ट अफ अल त जुन फर्स्ट गोल भयो होइन, त्यसमा चाहिँ अब हाम्रो टिमको लागि चाहिँ एकदमै राम्रो रिजल्ट हो होइन, जुन 1-0 अघि भइरहेको छ फर्स्ट हाफ। र गेमको कुरा गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ मलाई चाहिँ आज के लाग्यो भने अलिकति जुन प्लेयरहरूको छ नि एकदमै मनदेखि नै जित्नुपर्छ खेल्नुपर्छ भन्ने खालको एउटा जोस चाहिँ त्यो देखियो होइन। र केही अगाडि चाहिँ क्रसिङ अनि र वाल पासेसहरू जुन थ्रु बलहरू एकदमै राम्रो सक्सेस भइरहेको थियो होइन। र जुन क्रसिङ जुन सेट पिसेसमा एउटा हाम्रो गोल भयो एकदमै राम्रो फ्री कर्नर किक, त्यसमा चाहिँ नि एकदम राम्रो फिनिसिङ भयो होइन। यसमा चाहिँ हामीले चाहेको नै यही हो होइन, जुन जबसम्म हामीले मनदेखि भित्रदेखि हामीले जित्नुपर्छ खेल्नुपर्छ भावना लिएर खेल्यो भने अभियसली अटोमेटिक गेम पनि त्यत्तिकै राम्रो भइरहेको छ। र अलिकति मलाई चाहिँ के लाग्यो भने फर्स्ट हाफमा चाहिँ अलिकति डिफेन्सहरूले अझै पनि एकदम इजिनेस लिइरहेको देखिरहेको छु मैले।
हामीले झल्कोहरू देख्यौँ समय समयमा।
त्यो चाहिँ गर्नु हुँदैन, गेममा एउटा सानो मिस्टेकले गर्दाखेरि गोल खानु पुग्छ। त्यो कारणले त्यो खालको मिस्टेक चाहिँ सेकेन्ड हाफ चाहिँ अझै नि डिफेन्सले चाहिँ अझै पनि गर्नै हुँदैन त्यो लाग्छ। र भुटानको कुरा गर्दाखेरि भुटानले नि केही राम्रो एउटा 1-2 अवसरहरू चाहिँ राम्रो अपर्च्युनिटीहरू पनि ट्राई गरिरहेको थियो। र दुवै टिममा चाहिँ एकदमै यङ प्लेयरहरू छ होइन, फाइटिङ स्पिड राम्रो छ। त्यो कारणले गर्दाखेरि अब अझै पनि जित्नको लागि हामीले सेकेन्ड हाफ चाहिँ अझै यही रिदममा चाहिँ खेलिराख्नुपर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ।
हामीले खेलको सुरुवातमै पनि कुरा गरेका थियौँ कि चाहिँ कर्नर बलमा रोहित अगाडि आउनुपर्छ र रोहितसँग अनन्त पनि आउनुपर्छ भन्ने किसिमको कुरा गरेका थियौँ। र सोही अनुसार जब सुनिल बल र अनन्त तामाङको एउटा राम्रो दुईजना खेलाडीहरू लामो समय एउटै टिमबाट क्लब गेम खेल्दा पनि एउटै क्लबबाट खेल्दाखेरि पनि एउटा यो खालको रिजल्ट आएको हामी मान्न सक्छौँ कि कस्तो हुन्छ एउटै क्लबबाट खेल्ने खेलाडीहरूसँग नेसनल टिममा खेल्दाखेरि कस्तो खालको अन्डरस्ट्यान्डिङ हुनुपर्छ?
अभियसली अब जहिले पनि अब हाम्रो एउटा कम्युनिकेसन चाहिँ राम्रो हुनुपर्छ, क्लबमा होस् नेसनल टिममा होस्। र जति पनि अब टिममा चाहिँ अहिले धेरै एउटै क्लबबाट खेलिरहेको प्लेयरहरू बढी मात्रामा छ, त्यो हुनुको मात्रामा चाहिँ नेसनल टिममा पनि फाइदा हुने कुरा हो होइन। जुन अहिले जुन राम्रो एउटा डेलिभरी एकदम राम्रो थियो त्यसमा चाहिँ अब यिनीहरू चाहिँ कस्तो भने 2-3 जना प्लेयर अनन्त भयो, सुनिल बल भयो, विमल अञ्जन भनेको एउटै एकाडेमीको प्लेयरहरू र यिनीहरूको कम्युनिकेसन चाहिँ एकदम राम्रो देखिरहेको थियो। र विमलको जुन स्पिडले बल लैरहेको थियो नि त्यो 2-3वटा मुभमेन्ट चाहिँ त्यो उसको चाहिँ एकदमै राम्रो थियो होइन। त्यो खालको चाहिँ अझै पनि हामीले देख्न चाहन्छ र योभन्दा बढी चाहिँ अझै विमलले दिन सक्छ। यस्तो खालको कम्युनिकेसनले गर्दाखेरि नेपाल टिमलाई चाहिँ जित्नको लागि एकदम फाइदा पुग्छ जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई।
ओके, सुरुमा हामीले विमलबाट पनि के ओभरल्यापहरू गरेको राम्रो रनअप हामीले देखिरहेका थियौँ, लेफ्ट ह्यान्ड साइडबाट क्रसहरू गरेको एउटा एक्स्ट्रा एफोर्ट लगाइरहेको देख्यौँ हामीले। हुन त अब फर्स्ट हाफको पछिल्लो समयतिर आएर चाहिँ नि त्यति एफोर्ट हामीले देख्न पाएको छैन, आशा गरौँ सेकेन्ड हाफमा त्यो देख्न पाउँछौँ।
अलिकति तपाईँले भनेअनुसार जुन हामीले अलिकति गोल हान्नुभन्दा अगाडि जुन पेसमा खेलिरहेको थियो नि त्यो पेस चाहिँ फेरि अलिकति गोल हानिसकेपछि फेरि त्यो पेस अलिकति डाउन भइरहेको थियो। मैले देखिरहेको थिएँ गेम भन्दा पनि सेम त्यही पेसमा खेल्नुपर्छ भन्ने चाहिँ हामीले देखिरहेको थियो। तर त्यो पेस चाहिँ जुन गोल हान्नुभन्दा अगाडि जुन पेस थियो नि त्यो चाहिँ अलिकति पछिल्लो समय अलिकति भएन जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई।
एक टाइम त चाहिँ नि भुटानको तर्फबाट पनि एउटा लङ रेन्ज
एकदमै हजुर
निकै नै डरलाग्दो खालको बल गएको थियो। किरण सम्भवतः तयार थिएनन् त्यसको लागि,
हजुर
यद्यपि उनले बचाउन सफल
एकदमै जस अब अनएक्सपेक्टेड बल आएर उसले चाहिँ जुन बल जुन आफ्नो पोजिसनमा हुँदा पनि ग्रिप चाहिँ राम्रो गर्न सकेन, तर त्यो बललाई चाहिँ तुरन्तै नियन्त्रण लियो,
करेक्सन गर्न सफल भयो।
त्यो कारणले गर्दा अब कहिले किपरमा चाहिँ बल नआइराख्दा कहिले बल आउँदा फेरि त्यस्तो खालको सिचुएसन चाहिँ आउँछ।
तर हामीले जुन एउटा हाई प्रोफाइल प्लेयरहरूको कुरा गर्दाखेरि चेन्सो ग्याल्सेनको कुरा गऱ्यौँ नि होइन, चेन्सो ग्याल्सेनलाई खासै खुलेर खेल्न भने दिइरहेका छैनन् अहिले
पक्कै पनि, किनभने हामीले एउटा मार्किङ गरिरहेको छ उसलाई र टिममा पनि हुन्छ। ऊ एउटा राम्रो एउटा प्लेयर हो तर उसको टिममा पनि अब एक्लैले चाहिँ गर्न सक्दैन होइन, उसलाई डेलिभरी गर्ने, उसलाई जुन बलहरू थ्रु बलहरू निकाल्ने त्यस्तो चाहिँ उसमा चाहिँ भइरहेको छैन। त्यो कारणले गर्दा पनि अलिक मजाले गोल हान्नुभन्दा अगाडि जुन पेस पछिल्लो समय अलिकति भएन जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई।
एक टाइम त चाहिँ नि भुटानको तर्फबाट पक्कै गर्छ, चेन्चोले फरक भूमिकामा खेल्ने प्रयास पनि गर्ला, त त्यो अवस्थामा पनि डिफेन्स लाइनअप चाहिँ नि अलर्ट हुनुपर्ने हुन्छ
एकदम। किनभने हामीले सेकेन्ड हाफमा खेल्दा फेरि अब के खेल्नुपर्छ, हामी हतारिनु भएन, हाम्रो बल पोजिसन चाहिँ बडी आफूमा राख्न सक्नु, मेन्टेन गर्नु पर्यो, सिल्ली मिस्टेकहरू गर्नु भएन। त्यो मिस्टेकले गर्दा फेरि भरे गेममा चाहिँ केही कुरा धक्का पर्न सक्छ। त्यो कारणले गर्दा हामी एकदम प्यासन भएर खेल्न सक्नुपर्छ मेन कुरा, किनभने हामी अलरेडी 1-0 अप भइरहेको कारणले गर्दा उसलाई चाहिँ हाम्रो बल पोजिसन राख्दाखेरि पछि गएर चाहिँ हामीले जुन तरिकाले गोल गर्न सकोस् त्यो चाहिँ प्यासन हुनु पर्यो एकदम टिम चाहिँ।
हामी हाम्रो कुराकानीलाई फेरि जारी राख्नेछौँ। अहिलेको लागि हामी छोटो ब्रेक लिन चाहन्छौँ।
Saff Cup 2018 in association with Dish Home Khushi On Garo, supported by the Annapurna Express, Global IME Bank, Sabaika Lagi Bank.
It's time for United Cements Break.
United
स्ट्र्याटेजी अपनाउनु पर्ने हुन्छ
पक्कै पनि अब यो दुईटा प्लेयरहरु चाहिँ अलिकति
इभन रोहितको पनि कुरा गरौँ रोहितले पनि आफ्नो प्रपर पोजिसन नै सायद बिर्सिराखेको हो कि जस्तो पनि भान भइराखेको छ रोहित जस्तो हाई प्रोफाइल प्लेयरले सम्पूर्ण टिमलाई नै किसिमले लिड गरेर खेल्नुपर्ने हुन्छ सेकेन्ड हाफमा
त्यो चाहिँ अब पक्कै पनि अब सेकेन्ड हाफको लागि चाहिँ उनीहरू एक दुईवटा मुभमेन्ट चाहिँ उनीहरूको धेरै नै राम्रो हुनुपर्नेछ र इम्पोर्टेन्ट पनि हुनेछ जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई
र भनौँ न अब सुमन जसले चाहिँ नि सेकेन्ड म्याच खेल्दैछ राष्ट्रको लागि होइन सुमन अर्याल सुमनले एफोर्ट लगाइरहेको छ हामी आशा गरौँ थप केही गोलहरू हुनेछन् र दोस्रो हाफको खेल सुरु भइसकेको छ हामी यहाँलाई बङ्गबन्धु राष्ट्र रङ्गशाला तर्फ लिएर जान चाहन्छौँ
People used to focus on the big countries like India and of course Afghanistan when they used to be in it because they were the favourites in South Asia. They used to overlook teams like Sri Lanka and Bhutan, and after we beat Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, that was in AFC Cup playoffs, they showed their focus a little bit more on countries like Bhutan, which he said is very happy with. Trevor Morgan has culled a lot of the previous squad. Only 6 players from the previous squad are in this year. Rohit Chand has done very well there. Now Anjan. Gilchin having to come a little deep. Wins the free kick. Foul by Anjan. Back. Another cross in. Keeper. Diving header away by Aditya. Out towards Anjan. It's a pretty wild attempt. They're taking a bit of a deflection along the way. The shot from Puncho Jigme. The club went to a week-long training stint in Thailand on August 25th. Bhutan, they played 2 first-team matches against Bangkok Glass, lost 2-1, then Buriram United, 5-0 to Bangkok Glass, and then against Buriram United B, lost 2-1. Come back for another cross-in. Sun is right up there, so it could cause problems. Yeah, not a good touch there. Well, the keeper by Chimmy. Limbo was trying to get that, scramble it away towards Anjan from the Bhutan defence. Settle for a corner. Set pieces where they could be problematic, Nepal. A little bit scrappy at the moment again. Saw that. Almost getting that in. The header not quite flicked on the way they wanted to. Not too much pace on it. And Ananta Tamak could have made it 2 out of 2 on the night for him and the country. He knows it. Another good touch there. What a chance by Chimmy. Scramble it away. A little bit careless there from the Bhutan defence. They have to settle for a corner. Nepal kind of carrying on where they left off. Cannot afford to lose this game. Set pieces where they could be problematic, Nepal. The only way they could possibly almost getting that in. The header not quite flicked on the way they wanted to. Not too much pace on it. And Ananta Tama could have made it
Pakistan.
2 out of 2 on the night for him and the country.
6 points for Bangladesh, 3 for Pakistan, 3 for Nepal.
He knows it. Playing it back in his mind. What a chance.
Bhutan, and they would have to win their last game against Pakistan to have any hope of getting through. Example. Breeze coming in, floated in. Limbu's done excellently there to hold on to it. A decent Nepalese crowd in there, making a lot of noise, by the way. Saw them at half time. Lofted in. No mistake. Plenty of power on that one. Busy on the sidelines. Skipper Kama Sharing had said this is a squad with many new young players. He says we lack exposure, and of course the leagues in their country are at an amateur level. Bhutan have not won in the last 8 matches in the Saff Cup. Of course, they played their first one back in 2003, and their best record was in 2008 when they reached the semi-finals. Rohit Chand has a yellow card now. He's a pretty uncompromising player. Nicely done there by shutting. Sujal and Rohit Chand weren't sure. You can just see Bimal in the middle there thinking, oh, I could have been on the end of that. Nicely one back there by shedding the Limbu. They could use that to their advantage here for Bhutan. Get to clear their lines through Rohit Chand. Again, that's just offside. Well, that was probably the best opportunity they had, Bhutan, in a while. trying to clear their lines again, and was there a little elbow there from Ariel? Here's Gilchin. Needs support. So Wang Di is, well, he's got shedding on this side. Oh, just enough on that from Tenzin Dorji. Trevor Morgan needs to do something here. He says, as I said, semi-finals. Last two matches for this side, back-to-back 7-0 defeats to Maldives and Malaysia. And he said the last two games were very disappointing. I know I'm new to the players. He said I'll be looking at their games and how they play, but one of the most important things is how we play, when he was referring to the opposition. He said full-time coaching, talking about Chencho Gilchin, he said he'll be an even better player, and he's somebody that we need. On the hour mark, it's still 1-0 to Nepal. Here's Rohit Chand. Giving the ball away. Chencho Gilchin was thinking about pulling the trigger. I think he's connected with Rohit Chand there. Just see now, he's going to pull the trigger. Oh, and he's just knocked that into Rohit's foot. Dinesh Rajbansi. Now Sunil. It's all a bit too crowded out there. Now Gilchin. Should be a goal kick. Bishal Rai is coming off to be replaced by Nirajan Khadka.
Substitution for jersey number 8, Bishal Rai, replaced by jersey number 7, Nirajan Khadka.
Oh, it was a good ball into that penalty area, 6-yard box. No one could get on the end of it. Nirajan Khadka, 29-year-old. midfielder earning his 29th cap. Keeper had no choice but to make sure just to push that out for a corner. The shot in the low drive from Rohit Chand. That might have been going out anyway. Moment, not looking great for his team. On the turn, away by Shedding. But not offside. Fairly well executed, you have to say, by Ananta Tambang, who's got himself some great positions, but hold on a second. Well, we thought for a minute there that Bhutan had equalised. I think the flag's gone up. Senda Dorji is ruled offside.
Might have been going out.
It was during the replays. Well, I'm afraid that is not offside. From that angle, it is not offside. And that could be a very, very pivotal decision. This will give us a better idea. Well, I think maybe there it is. We're looking at a couple of different angles. We really did need to be in line, but probably then, in that case, it was offside. Well, that was a good moment for Bhutan. Concerns, of course. But Nepal just got to leave themselves a little bit exposed. Straightforward for the keeper. So that's just affecting his eyes there. He's only got one player left to use, one substitute, Trevor Morgan. Again, Chencho was at the right call. Could he have gone first time? He allowed that to bounce. The angle was on for the shot. Bhutan are giving it a right go here. They have to, really, no choice. If it does end in a draw, and the other game ends in a draw, then both these teams would need to win their last games. All four teams would be on 4 points. On the other hand, if one of the teams wins tonight, both these teams still need to win their games. And you have one of them going through instead. So a few permutations. Of course, a draw isn't the end of the world. Loss isn't necessarily either, but makes it very, very difficult indeed. Here's Bimal on this right hand side. Such a good player. Oh, brilliant! Unlucky. Well, he hit that so well, Anjan, but it hit the post maybe a little too well. But Bimal's work was very, very good. Just look at the pace here. To the outside. This boot, Anjan smashes that on the follow-up. A little bit to be desired there by Sujal. Here's Sujal. Penalty is the decision. It's also a yellow card to boot. I don't know how many yellow cards he's given, just want to make sure. Could be Wangdi. Wangdi's not been comfortable. The way he's defended, and it's his second yellow. He's getting sent off. Nima Wangdi. That could really be it for Bhutan here. He had a yellow card earlier on. Yeah, I don't think he can have any doubts about that one. He can't complain. It was certainly a foul on the new man in Niranjan Katka. And Bimal is going to step up, and it's a shake of the head. Chance here to make it 2, and there'll be absolute delight from the crowd, you can bet that. Bimal. Oh, Bimal's penalty is saved. Can they get the follow-up? Yes, they can. Well, it's relief and delight all at the same time, but Sunil reacts fastest. They thought they might have just saved themselves there, Bhutan. But Sunil puts it away. Keeper anticipated that brilliantly. It's 2-0 and Bhutan are down to 10 men. They have got real problems now. How are they going to react now? Delight, there are a number of Nepalese fans in the crowd, and some Bhutanese as well. There's about 20 minutes to go with some added time. They're going to get their first 3 points on the board unless Gyaltshen has something to say about this. It's never going to be easy to score from there. Just come right to the edge of his technical area now. He's going to have to do something relatively drastic, or it could all be over. Here's Gyaltshen again. Is he going to do it all on his own? Does look like it. Many bodies, there's only 2 players there. Finally you get a few more white jerseys in and around the area. It's just not enough, is it? Going up the other end now. Here's Bimal. He wants to make up for that penalty loss. Bimal, he's denied. What a chance. Frustration for him. And he might well have laid it off to Sujal had he scored that penalty, but you can kind of see where he's coming from here. He was in a really good position. He just put it too close to the keeper. Never hit it cleanly anyway. Disappointment from him. He's been very good today on the ball. Plenty of pace and power, but had to do better there. Trevor Morgan had said the loss in that last game was frustrating for the team, the management, the players, but he said, I feel we're on the right track. That's nicely defended by Tenzin Dorji. Well, this is a big improvement for Nepal. They'll be happy the fact that they played quite well against Pakistan, despite having 74% possession and 13 more shots, including blocked ones, than the Pakistanis, and they still lost it. Head coach Bal Gopal Maharjan had said, we have 2 more matches, and in football anything can happen. If we win those, we can reach the semi-finals. We have the belief to perform well. They have their toughest match arguably. After this, they play Bangladesh. And so they've left themselves a little bit to do there. Remember, a draw may be enough in that game if they end up winning here today. Final change for Bhutan. Kinga Rabgai is on for Gali Sangbo.
Substitution for Bhutan. Player number 2, Sheikh Saff, replaced by player number 43, Kinga Rabgai.
Gali Sangbo comes in, or rather Gali Sangbo makes way for Kinga Rabgai, who also had a bit of a cameo the other day. I'll tell you more about him in a short while. Anjan Bista will be replaced by Bharat Kawas. It's a attacking move as well. Kawas was one of the senior players in the Asian Games. Started the last match. Guessing now that the new man in Kinga Rabgai is just going to slot into one of the striking positions now. He has no choice, he's got to take some risks. Time running out here for Bhutan. If they can get a goal, it would make things interesting. You'd have to say at the moment, Nepal in the driving seat. And they are 2 goals up, 2 goals and a player up. So was getting into a good position. Sunil. Bimal trying to get to that ball. Rajan had said, we don't have any other option but to beat Bhutan and keep alive our qualification hopes as they come forward again. That's a brilliant strike! And the man who's literally just come in, Bharat Kawas, makes it 3, and that is game, set and match, you feel now. Emphatic here by the Nepalese. Really nicely done by Bharat Kawas, who is his nation's top scorer at the moment in this current squad. His 10th goal, the 27-year-old from Nepal Army. Took that well. The keeper got a little bit of a hand to it, but he had pace and power. He's a well-built forward, isn't he? Actually, he's taken that beautifully, slotted it in absolutely brilliantly. It's a great finish. And I'm afraid that is probably it for Nepal, for Bhutan. By the way, the top scorer ever for Nepal is Hari Khadka with 13 goals. So far away from becoming his country's top goal scorer. And there's Nepalese fans, I think some of them were there earlier, would be pretty happy. One of the legends of Nepalese football, managed to play in Mexico for a little while, played in India as well. Maybe they've got the bit between their teeth. The Nepalese feel they can get more. Tell you one person who's desperate to get on the score sheet will be Bimal, who missed the penalty and had a couple of other good scoring opportunities. Respond now. It's going to be tough, isn't it? They've got on Kvinge Robge, who's 20 years of age. From Druk Star, but imagine that. They can compare him with a much more experienced striker like Kawas, who just come on. Remember, both sides will want to avoid finishing second, or whoever wants in this group wants to avoid finishing second to face India, of course. India with a rather inexperienced side for this tournament. They will still be the team to beat. Yeah, virtually the perennial champions, aren't they? Nepal, Pakistan and Bhutan never won this competition. And I think Bhutan will have to wait a little bit longer. One final change for Nepal. That's another delightful ball in. Bimal was waiting. Oh, it's a great strike there. And actually a very good save. Kawas is up for it, isn't he? Took that so well. Hit that with a lot of power. And it's well done by the standing keeper, Jumpel, who saved the penalty. Let's not forget that as well. Saved that one also pretty well. Sujal looking lively there for the layup to Bharat Kawas, who might just have played his way into the starting 11 for that next match against Bangladesh. Well, I just said that Bal Gopal Marjan had said we have no other option but to beat Bhutan and keep alive our qualification hopes. Biraj Maharjan, there you go, will now become the most capped player. 66 caps for his country. Great achievement. Dinesh Rajbanshi will go off. That's a nice little gesture.
Substitution
Veteran.
Jersey number 3, Dinesh Rajbanshi, replaced by jersey number 3, Biraj Maharjan. Nepal Dolan, jersey number 5, Dinesh Rajbanshi.
7 years of age, so he's a veteran.
Jersey number 16, Biraj
That is
Maharjan.
not quite accurate, is it? Maybe in terms of the rest of this team. And this is where they've had problems on this left hand side. There was an option there. Bharat Kawas. Oh, that was brilliant. Little bit of improvisation. The Nepalese fans enjoying this. I think that was Sujal with the bicycle kick. And that really could have been goal number 4 rather. They've had opportunities, haven't they? Here's Bimal. Unselfish this time. Bharat was blocked. Actually, very good improvisation from Sujal. Oh, it is a corner though. Nice turn. Gadka. It's all coming out now, the tricks and flicks. Looping header. It's off the line. It's all a bit rear guard action at the moment from Bhutan. They cannot get out. They are down to 10 men, don't forget. This is how Nepal really wish they'd played the other day. A lot more verve and flair, speed and power. Could be an interesting game, Nepal, Bangladesh. Here they come again, Bangladesh. Oh, nice turn. Kadka. It's all coming out now, the tricks and flicks. Another goal. And the misery being piled on here. Nirajan, 2 of the substitutes have made their mark with a late header. Cut. Light for Nepal. They are reaching the flourish here. But also, think about it. We'll come into this later on. Another corner. Very close to the end of this match. Trevor Morgan last
Bit of work for his team here. Oh, it's another goal! And the misery being piled on here. Nirajan, two of the substitutes have made the mark with a late header. Nirajan Katka. Delight for Nepal.
Keep their 100% record against Bhutan intact, and they've done that.
And they are in, finishing with a flourish here. And also, think about it, goal difference may well come into this later on.
Lack the cutting edge up front, so they'll be very happy that they look so much better today. They haven't played
Delight there for their fans.
Fair about that. Mohammed said we should not repeat the mistakes. We need to improve on both the attacking and defensive front. Unfortunately lost against Bhutan. We'll look to make amends.
28th minute, Katka scoring.
19 minutes left to play.
Could there still be more goals in this? Well, they were hoping to keep their 100% record against Bhutan intact,
Below par,
and they've done that. Well, conceded both their goals against Pakistan due to defensive errors, and they lack the cutting edge up front. So they'll be very happy that they have looked so much better today. But they haven't played as good a team, remember, let's just be fair about that.
To make it
Mohammed said we should not repeat the mistakes. They need to improve on both the attacking and defensive front.
Jumpel
Unfortunately lost against Pakistan. We will look to make amends in the next game.
Pretty decent game.
Which they have. And they've had the 93 minutes left to play.
Goals. They're really going for it in these last couple of minutes, and I do think there has been an instruction to go out there because it really could come down to goal difference at the end. Well, Nepal in full flight, I think, are very, very impressive. But they've just left themselves a fair bit of work to do if they want to get out of this group. They're going to have to win their last game, or even a draw might be okay against Bangladesh, but hope other results go their way. Bhutan, I think it's a step too far for them this time round. Oh, did he mean to do that, Sujal? They are having fun out there, aren't they? You do feel for Bhutan, they in it for about an hour or so, and then it just all started going apart. They didn't create enough chances. They'll be disappointed with themselves today. Bangladesh also could have scored more against Bhutan in the end. Bhutan only lost 2-0, but today they've been comprehensively beaten. A very, very good display by Nepal, who opened the scoring with a header from Ananta Tamang. That was the score at half-time. After the break, Sunil Bal off the rebound from a penalty that was missed by Bimal, and then two late goals from Barak Kawas. Very nice finish. And then Nirajan Katka with a good goal as well. It's been emphatic for Nepal. They are right back in this tournament. Bhutan, well, they were never really in this, were they? apart from perhaps the first half. A couple of chances, but this is the right score and the right result. Final score here at the Bangabandhu National Stadium, it's Nepal 4, Bhutan 0.